This compound feeds cancer, yet you'll find it in dedicated cancer nutrition products, often prescribed by oncology teams. If you're in treatment and trying to keep your weight up, you might be getting this compound without knowing it. It's even hiding in the supplements that survivors take on their own. In a moment, I'll reveal what this compound is, the science of how it fuels cancer cells, what the official guidelines actually say, and I'll show you exactly how to spot it so you can keep it out of your supplementation strategy. I'm Emma. I'm a registered dietitian and biochemist. I've spent the past 10 years researching cancer recurrence and helping hundreds of survivors stay cancer-free by rebuilding their immune resilience to protect their long-term health. Now, if you pay attention to the end of this video, I'm going to show you where you can access a breakdown of some of the simplest health interventions to help you get started right away. Let's start with this picture. Imagine you're at a birthday party. The cake is brought out, the candles are glowing. While everyone is singing happy birthday, the last thing you're thinking about is how the flame is eating away at the wax in the candle. But the wax is the fuel. It's what keeps the flame alive. In a cancer cell, that fuel is glucose. But there's another crucial piece the candle can't burn without: oxygen. We take it for granted because it's everywhere. For cancer cells, glutamine is that oxygen. Here is the part most people miss. Glucose and glutamine are the primary fuels for fast-growing and dividing cancer cells. These cells actually reprogram themselves to add more entry points on their surface for these specific nutrients, so they can swallow them faster than healthy cells. This is why, when we lower blood levels of glucose and glutamine at the same time, cancer cells struggle to survive. Their growth is severely compromised and they eventually starve. Now, lowering blood glucose is something we can actually do through lifestyle interventions like diet and physical activity. When done correctly and only under professional supervision, you can safely and significantly lower your blood glucose. Plus, there's a special bonus. Your cancer cells become much more vulnerable to treatments like chemotherapy and radiation. However, glutamine is a different story. Unlike glucose, glutamine levels are not easily reduced, and your body simply cannot afford a prolonged deficit. Why can't the body just lower glutamine the same way it lowers glucose? First, glutamine is an amino acid, one of the building blocks for every protein in your body, and it's the most abundant amino acid in your blood. Second, your body produces it constantly, regardless of what you eat. And third, your immune system, your first line of defense, is also fueled by glutamine. We have more than 20 different amino acids. So why specifically glutamine? If you picture glucose as Cinderella's foot, glutamine is the perfect glass slipper. Without it, cancer cells are deprived of a fast energy source and the vital building blocks they need to replicate at high speed. So if cancer cells are so dependent on glutamine, it raises a disturbing question. How did glutamine end up in oncology medical nutrition formulas? The answer starts with the gut. Glutamine is a preferred fuel for the cells lining your intestinal wall. These cells are among the fastest renewing tissues in your body. Chemotherapy and radiation damage fast-dividing tissues, and the gut lining is often the first casualty. This leads to mucositis, the painful inflammation and ulceration of the gastrointestinal tract. Because glutamine supports the gut repair, it seemed like a logical supportive measure. Products originally developed for inflammatory bowel disease were given to cancer patients. The reasoning was simple. The gut needs glutamine, chemo damages the gut, glutamine supports the gut, so give more glutamine. Unfortunately, this logic is like trying to extinguish a forest fire by pouring water on one end while pouring gasoline on the other. A 2024 review confirmed that while glutamine supplementation might help with treatment side effects, it's a double-edged sword. The authors warn that we must consider the risks. First, it could make your treatment less effective, and second, most importantly, it could actually encourage the cancer to grow and spread. Supporting your body is important, but we cannot risk feeding the disease at the same time. And you would be right to wonder, if this is the case, what do the official guidelines say? In 2021, the European Society for Clinical Nutrition and Metabolism published their updated guidelines. They flagged a significant safety risks for patients receiving stem cell transplants, who suffered significantly higher rates of relapse when using glutamine. Overall, they stated there is insufficient consistent evidence to recommend glutamine supplementation for cancer patients, not for gastrointestinal protection and not for immune support. There is another reason why glutamine supplementation doesn't make sense. Think of it like two men in a duel, where one man hands his shield to his opponent. When you supplement with glutamine, you're helping cancer cells produce glutathione. This is known as the body's master antioxidant. But for a cancer cell, it's a chemical shield. They use that glutathione to protect themselves against free radicals and DNA damage, which is the exact damage that chemotherapy and radiation are designed to cause. Knowing this, it's shocking to realize just how common this ingredient has become. Glutamine is everywhere. It's in oncology nutrition products, medical shakes, and IV solutions. You'll find it in standalone powders, protein blends, and recovery supplements. It's even hiding in fitness pre-workout powders and in some specialized gut health powders that are marketed for digestive repair. For example, some popular orange vanilla gut infusions contain over 2 grams of glutamine in every single scoop. So I'm curious, will this make you double check your cabinet? Let me know in the comments. Glutamine is often confused with glutamate or glutamic acid, which is a different, though related, amino acid. To avoid hidden sources of glutamine, your first step is to read every label. Look for L-glutamine or L-glutamate 5-amide in the ingredients. Check the full amino acid profile. Ask your oncology team whether any prescribed products contain glutamine. Do not assume a product is glutamine-free because it was recommended in a clinical setting. But is there a safe way to support your gut without supplements? Yes, there is. Glutamine is in every protein, from fish to eggs. But there's a critical difference. When you eat a meal, glutamine drips slowly into your system. Supplements, however, create a sharp spike, giving an easy fix for the cancer cell's addiction. Dosage is the other half of the story. While studies often use up to 30 grams of glutamine per day, a standard 200 grams or 7-ounce steak only has about 3 to 4 grams. This modest natural dose is released slowly, safely supporting your gut and immune system without fueling the cancer. Now I know that trying to figure out all these nuances on your own can get really confusing. If you're overwhelmed with health information, what you need is a clear, integrated protocol, one that weaves every pillar of your health into a plan that actually fits your lifestyle. That's why I created a community on School for anyone touched by cancer. When you join, you'll get my weekly lessons and a full support system to help you take simple and practical steps. Plus, if you join today, you'll get a free mini course on simple lifestyle adjustments you can start right now. If you're eating a clean diet and staying active, but you still feel fatigued or maybe you find yourself slipping back into old patterns, you probably don't have a clear roadmap and a solid support system. And when you fix that, you'll start seeing results you can actually feel. If you're struggling with the fear of recurrence, joining our community is the right decision. Click the link in the first comment and I'll see you on the other side.